Tackle Junkies, what's going on, fellas? Today we're going to build the ultimate terminal tackle box for the bank angler. Stay tuned to the end of the video because there might be a giveaway. All right, fellas. Now, when I say the ultimate terminal tackle box, I mean for me personally. Now, you're going to get some ideas from this video, I'm sure. I'll try and throw some tips in there along the way. But I've been fishing the same farm ponds for the last 20 years. All the ponds that you see me fish on this channel, there's 3 different ones on the property. They're family owned. I've been fishing them, like I said, for probably over 20 years. Now, when I go to the lakes, now I only fish a few different lakes, but you know, I keep the boat pretty loaded down, even though I'm only fishing a few lakes. You know, and reason behind that, again, I fish, you know, you guys know that I fish a lot of crankbaits, a lot of spinner baits. I love moving baits. But the reason I keep the boat so loaded down with tackle, you just never know when a video idea is going to come to mind. And I want to have the tackle that I need with me to make those videos, whether it be a rigging video, if I'm going to do an MTB slam, you know, whatever the case may be. I like to have everything on the boat that I could ever need. You know what I mean? So it's way overloaded. But that Crestliner, man, it's got a ton of storage, so I'm going to use it, right? On the other hand, when you are going to the farm ponds like I do, you know, I'm only taking a book bag or something like that, just a little tackle bag. I'm not bringing a ton of stuff. And like I said, I've been fishing these ponds so long, you know, I know what I like to fish there. You know, I kind of know what works, and I don't really switch up too much. You know, I pretty much stick to the same thing at those ponds. And that's what this box is going to revolve around. So again, you can get some ideas from my box, but the point I'm trying to make here is, you know, load your box up with what really works for you. We're going to go over hook sizes, weight sizes, things like that, what I use on a daily basis out of those ponds. But again, depending on maybe the depth of your pond, the cover that's at your ponds, or wherever. I mean, you may not be a boat angler, and you may just travel to all sorts of different ponds, or maybe go on buddies' boats and all that. If that's the case, you're probably going to want more than what I'm going to put in this box. So again, this box for me is just going to be for the ponds. And really, other than that, I mean, I might fish with walleye fishing from time to time, phantom fishing. Even when I'm fishing with phantom, basically all I'm doing is throwing square bills. So again, I don't need a ton in this box, but I do know exactly what I need. Okay? So I just kind of want to throw that out there. You know, just build the box for your needs. Again, this box is for really my needs and, you know, where I'm fishing. Now, you guys, I'm sure you see the wall of mustad behind me. I'm talking about getting you guys a code for a while now, and I got you guys one code TJ81. Get you guys 20% off. 20% off over there at Mustad. I'll have that link down below. Check it out. That is an affiliate link. I do make a little kickback on that code. So if you guys want to save a few bucks on Mustad and support the channel, definitely click that link down below. Head over there to Mustad. Again, use code TJ81 to save 20% off. Now, I've been sitting down in this room for the last few hours, staring at this wall, thinking about, you know, how I like to fish over there at the ponds. Okay? Now, all this stuff here is in the boat. But again, we don't need all of this for the farm ponds. And we really need to narrow down the size of hooks and size weights that we use as well, because that's really what takes up a lot of room. You know, like this one right here, the Grip Pin Big Bite Soft Plastic Hook. You know, I got 1/0 through 5/0. Of course, I have all those in my boat, but for the farm ponds, you know, probably a 3/0 and a 4/0 is really all I need over there. Okay? Now, let's just go ahead and start with the Finesse type hook. Okay? I have sizes 4, 2, 1, and 1/0. We're just going to grab just a couple sizes. Again, we don't need all 4 over there. Okay, this here, Titan X Wacky Neko hook. Okay? I found that this particular hook I can use for really all my Finesse type applications. Okay? I use this for, now I don't drop shot a ton, but when I do drop shot, I use this hook. Wacky rig is fantastic. Neko rig, again, this is the hook that I'm using right here. Now, this one here is the weedless. I'm going to just take one out to show it to you guys. Okay, but another way to save space, you don't need to get the weedless and the non-weedless, right? If you want a non-weedless, you can just cut off the little weed guard there. I pretty much stopped buying the non-weedless version. I just buy all weedless because majority of the time, fishing that stained and muddy water, fish are always going to be around cover. It's not too often where I'm going to use a hook without a weed guard. So I usually just always buy the hooks with the weed guard. And then if I'm open water fishing like I am at the ponds majority of the time, if I'm just going to toss a little weightless wacky rig, and I know I'm in open water, there's really nothing down there to snag me up, I'll just go ahead and cut off that little weed guard there. That is a way to save some space. You don't need both styles of hooks. But like I said, Titan X Wacky Neko hook. Great for a drop shot, wacky rig, Neko rig. Okay. Now this here is a size 1. And then I think we'll go with a size 4 here. Again, a bit smaller there. But that there would be great for a little nose hook on a drop shot. And I'll just use this size 1 here for, again, the Neko rig and the wacky rig. Okay? So that really pretty much covers me for Finesse. From there, we go to the grip pin big bites off plastic hook. Okay, this one here, which I've talked about in the past many different times. Okay, this is a little bit different from your standard round bend offset. If you compare, like this here is a 3/0. If you compare this particular hook to, let's say, another brand, or even just the Mustad round bend offset, you'll know on this particular hook, it's got a longer shank, a longer neck on it, a bit bigger gap. So this particular round bend offset can handle a bit fatter bait to it, okay? So this one here, I grabbed in a 3/0, and I'll go ahead and grab in a 4/0, okay? I gotta say, if you're in the market for some hooks, you know, if you're looking for sizes, 3 and 4/0 on most styles of hooks is what I'm going to use the most. I'll step up to a 5/0 from time to time on a 10-inch worm, swim baits, things like that. But for the most part, Texas rigging, majority of your creature baits, you know, 7-inch worms, things like that, tubes and all that. I mean, a 3/0 and a 4/0 hook are going to get it done. Okay, so for the thinner type baits, we're going to grab the 3/0 and 4/0 and the grip pin big bite bait soft plastic hook, which is a round bend offset. Okay. From there, we're going to go to, now these here are light wires. And you've heard me talk about these many times in the past as well for Big Mike. Now, I will use these from time to time to adjust my fall rate with flukes and things like that. But this here is the hook that I run on Big Mike's combos. You know, he's usually throwing the Yoda worm, Sakushi bug. You know, if you guys haven't seen him catch some fish with the Mojo rig or just Texas rigging with this hook, I mean, check it out. The dude's, he's a little hammer, man. He loves fishing. And like I said, the combo that he's using, they're spinning combos. They are 5.5 foot. It's a light power, fast action rod. And I'm only running 8 to 10 pound test on there. So again, if he's going to Texas rig or Mojo rig, like I said, you know, with the gear that he's using, I want a lighter wire hook. It's just much easier to penetrate, you know, the jaw versus your standard wire. So for his gear, like I said, this hook here is perfect. And majority of the time, we do run the 3/0. Again, that's the light wire grip pin EWG there. From there, we'll go to just your standard wire EWG. Again, in a 3/0, and a 4/0. Okay, EWG, got the little grip pin on there. 3/0 and 4/0. Again, this is for all the fatter type baits, tubes, creature baits, you know, things like that. Again, the thinner baits, I'll go to the round bend offset. A bit thicker, I'll go to the EWG. And from there, I think we'll go to a 5/0. I do believe these are, what, 16th? We need an 1/8. So we'll go with these right here. I'm going to throw like a Exo Swim or a Kitech, normally a standalone swim bait of that size, you know, whether they have 4.8, 4.75. I'll run a 5/0 hook with an 1/8 ounce weight. So we'll go ahead and grab those for my bigger swim baits. Now this video is not going to be about, you know, underspins and jig heads and things like that. That'll be another video. We're just going to do a video for each box that I build. Again, this is mainly going to be for hooks and weights and little, you know, tools and things like that. So anyways, that should cover us pretty much for our hooks. Now, we did talk earlier about wacky rigging and things like that, so we're going to grab some of the, we're going to grab one of the wacky tool, okay? That's loaded up. I do believe that's a medium size O-ring on there. We'll grab that, and then we'll go ahead and grab some of the extra O-rings as well. Okay, they come in a small and a medium size. I'm going to show you guys something real fast on these, which is pretty cool. I'm sure you guys have heard, you know, if you use an O-ring and if you run the hook under an O-ring, well, the hook ends up being in line with the bait. So a lot of guys will then take two O-rings, they'll cross them, go between the cross, that way the hook is not in line with the bait. Well, if you look at these here, I can grab one here. Okay, you can see the O-ring there. Let's just act like my finger is the worm, okay? That would be on the worm, and up top here, there's a little eye. So you run your hook into it like that, so it's not in line with the worm. It's offset from the worm, better hookup ratio, okay? That's a pretty cool deal right there, again, from Mustad. That is the offset wacky Neko rings. Again, guys, you can pick all this stuff up over there at Mustad. Code TJ81 gets you guys 20% off. That should cover us there on the Neko rig, wacky rig. Okay, from there we're going to need, let's grab some weights, okay? We're going to grab, you know what? We'll just do some nail weights here. These are a 16th. These are tungsten. Okay, we'll go with a 16th nail weight. On my boat, I'll probably have both sides, a 16th and 8th. But just from the ponds, they're pretty shallow. Again, we'll go with just the 16th there. Let's see here. We can go with these here. I don't believe there's really any rock or anything like that at the ponds. They have this screw-in type. That way the end there, you can bang that against rock or whatever. You can do the same with these. You can just leave it out a little bit. But these here are meant to be on the outside, and these are great around rock. You're trying to make some extra noise. But again, those ponds just have basically a mud bottom to them, so we're not going to use this style over there. So we'll just go ahead and grab, like I said, this is 16th in the nail weight. Okay. From there, if we do decide to do a little bit of drop shotting there, we'll go ahead and grab some drop shot weights. We'll go with, I only really use a quarter, and we'll go with the cylinder style there. There's a lot of grass and things like that in those ponds, and the little cylinder there will come through the grass much better than, let's say, just a round or like a bell style. Okay, I like these around grass, and when I'm dragging, you know, I do like, you know, this style here. This makes a bit better bottom contact. I feel you can feel a bit more with these. So we'll go ahead and go with these here, again, 1/4 ounce. All right. Wobble heads, again, I don't throw those a ton over there at the ponds. Of course, we'll just leave those in the boat. Let's see here, go with some weights. Now, I usually don't go too heavy over there. We'll go ahead and grab, we'll grab a 3/8. We'll grab a 1/2. We'll grab a couple quarters. We'll go ahead and grab, we'll grab a 3/16. We want a little bit of a variety there. And we'll grab an 1/8. So a variety of weights here. Again, depending on depth, rate of fall, wind, you know, things like that. We do want some options with our Texas rig. And then Big Mike always wanting to throw the Mojo rig. You know, I use split shots a lot for that. I will grab some. I got some in an 1/8 here. These are the little Carolina rig weights. You can peg those on your line as well. That's in an 1/8. I want something pretty light for him. So I do believe we'll just go with those for that. And then we got some weight stops up here as well. We'll grab a couple packs of these, a couple different sizes depending on the weight, because these go actually inside the weight. So we'll grab those as well. Trailer hooks I don't use too often, so I'm not even going to grab any trailer hooks. I feel a trailer hook really is, sometimes it's more aggravation than what it's worth. Rapid fishing, I do have a code for them as well, guys. That's for your hook all, the discs, the line guides, the line clips. You guys can use code TJ81, get you guys 25% off over there at Rapid. This one here is a newer one. This is the micro edition. Again, great for your smaller baits, keeping your drop shot up on the hook, you know, things like that. We'll go ahead and pack a little one there, and we'll pack the next size up. This is the one that I use the most. It's great for, again, keeping trailer hooks on your spinner baits and things like that. I mainly use it for keeping my plastics up on the hook, especially, you know, my swim baits. So there is the next size up there. Grab that one there, and then we'll grab a couple packs of the discs in black. See here, do we need anything else? Like I said, Ned heads, scrounger heads, you know, underspins, that'll be in another video, another box. This is mainly going to be just hooks and weights. I tell you what, we do need some treble hooks. Now again, being a lot of grass over there at those ponds, I really don't throw a lot of crankbaits, but I do throw, you know, jerk baits from time to time, top waters. So for that, we'll just go and go with, we'll go with the KVD Elite round bend trebles. These are just standard shank size 4 and size 6. Okay, that is just the round bend. That's great for, like I said, top waters, jerk baits, anytime that they're slapping at the bait. You know, for my crankbaits, on my diving type baits, I do like that EWG style where the hook points are tipped in. But again, I don't do a whole lot of that over there, but this is the box that I will bring if I'm fishing with Phantom Fishing, so I do want some of those hooks in there as well for my swerbills. So we'll go ahead and go to the triple grips, again in size 4 and size 6. Size 4 is a great size, your standard 1.5 size, and then that smaller size crankbait like the Bomber Square A, that size there I do like a number 6 on. Okay. And then we can go ahead and grab some, let's see if I have any in here. You guys know that I like some oval split rings for my line tie on my hard baits. And then as far as, I do like some, which one would these be? These ones here, this is the Mustad, the 4.9. That's a good replacement split ring as well. We'll grab a 4.1. And you guys know that I like the owners as well, so we'll go ahead and throw those in there as well. So that should cover me on my split rings and my line tie split rings as well. And guys, that should about do it. Again, I do have some weighted, you know, wacky heads. Again, I'm not trying to bring a ton, so if I do want some weight, normally I just peg, you know, peg a little worm weight, you know, to the hook. That's really how I would do that. Just again, save on space, not bringing everything. Again, everything is in the boat, but not everything is going to fit in a little pond bag. So this is really right here. This is the little pond box I've been bringing for the longest time, and it's just a variety of things in here. Not really any organization to it at all. You know, we've got some weight stops and weights up here, some shaky heads, swim bait hooks. It's your standard Texas rig hooks, some wobble heads. Like I said, this is a little variety of things here, but again, we're trying to step it up a bit, go from this box to the Edge 3600 terminal box. That's what we're going to be loading up today. So guys, let's take a seat and load the box up. All right, fellas, we got it all loaded up. It turned out fantastic. Definitely a big upgrade from what we were using in the past when we head to the ponds. So let's go ahead and check it out. All right, we have a brand new one here. This one here you guys will be winning. Go over the features real fast. Got the easy label system there on the front. One-handed latch system. Okay. Restrictor is built within the box. It's got the dry lock seal and the water wick system. You can see the seal there around the lid, and there is your water wick system. All right, so we got them side by side here. You can see this box here is stock, and mine looks a tad different. Now, I did take a couple of the weight boxes from the 3700 series terminal box, and I added them to this box. So I removed 2 of the bigger hook boxes, but I did bring one of them back down here in the 3rd row, and I removed 2 of the smaller boxes. But this setup here is what works for me. I do believe you can order these separately. I could be wrong on that, but I do believe you can get those separately. So we'll start here up top. Here are my weights. We got 1/8, 3/16 and 1/4, and my 1/4 ounce drop shot weights, and then we have some more quarter over here, 3/8, half, and then my little Carolina rig weights, which we'll use for the Mojo rig for Big Mike. Okay, there's the weights. I'm going to start with my bigger hooks. Now you'll see here nothing's labeled. I pretty much know what's in this box. I really didn't see a reason for me to label it. It's basically going to come down to big hook and small hook, just because I only carry 2 sizes, so I know obviously one's bigger, one is smaller. Here we have my bigger hooks, which are the 4/0, the EWG, and the round bend offset. I went ahead and threw my 5/0 Swimbait hooks in this box as well. So again, this is my bigger hook box here, and then here is my smaller hooks, which is my 3/0. Again, the EWG and the round bend offset. Now the single hook box here, these are the light wire for Big Mike. That is a 3/0 light wire. Then we have my Neko drop shot wacky rig hooks, again both sizes in there. Then we come to the treble hooks, the triple grips, and then the round bends. The triple grips for my diving type crankbaits, and then we have the round bends there for my top waters and jerk baits. Over here we have some nail weights and some split shots. Then we have our split rings. We come down to our O-rings, which we can use for our wacky rig and the Neko rig. We have our pegs over here, and then we have a little catch-all down here at the bottom. We have our wacky tool. We have our hook-alls down here at the bottom, both sizes, the micro and the standard there, loaded up with discs, and then we have some spare discs in here as well, both sizes. I just packed black and both sizes there. We do have the rapid fishing line guides, and we have some line clips. You can see, guys, I really have room for more things in here as well if I decided to add a few things, but for the most part, guys, this box here will get it done over there at the ponds. Well, fellas, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video, and hopefully you took a little something from it as far as maybe what you could pack or what you should pack as far as different hook sizes, weights, and things like that goes. Again, I didn't want to pack everything in this box, mainly what I know I'm going to use and my go-to hook sizes and weights. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, there was going to be a little giveaway for you guys. If you guys are still here, you know, I truly appreciate you guys hanging with me through the entire video. And you guys are the ones that are going to get a shot at winning the Plano Edge Terminal box. All you got to do is leave a comment down below. And I tell you what, leave like a fist bump or a hashtag TJ81, something, to some sort of emoji or a hashtag. That way I know you guys made it to the end of the video, and you guys will be the ones that are entered in this giveaway. Obviously, like the video and be a subscriber would be great as well. Don't forget to ring that bell. That way you guys are notified every time I release a new video. Truly appreciate you guys. Again, smash the thumbs up. We will see you guys on the next one.